Well, hello world, welcome. My name is Amanda Pygott. You are in my apartment, and I am doing my ministry live. This is actually last Sunday's ministry live that I wasn't able to do it Sunday. I tried to do it Monday, or actually I tried to do it Tuesday. And my whole video there was no sound. I did this whole thing, and then I went back and you see, okay, no sound, no sound. I got to do it again. Okay, it's a good thing I'm off work. That's why I did it later instead of Sunday, because it was just too late Sunday. So let's try again, shall we? So my video tonight is called, or today, it's not even night right now, it's called Green Pastures. And this is just something that occurred to me, that green pastures, when the Psalm, 23rd Psalm says in verse 1, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me to lie down in green pastures. Is he making you to lie down in green pastures? What's a green pasture? To me, I don't think you're laying out in the grass, although you could be if you wanted. But what it means to me is daily sustenance. And if you looked up the word pastures in the original language, it means dwellings, your dwelling place. He's making you to lie down in a green dwelling place. What does that mean? Prosperous, where you have enough, where you have what you need, where you have Him, where you are blessed. But I like it. It says He makes me lie down. He gives you rest in your green pasture. Hebrews 4:16 says, let us then with confidence draw near to the throne of grace, that we may receive mercy and find grace to help in time of need. So in your green pasture, you have mercy and grace. You will draw near the throne of grace, and you'll have that help in time of need. 2 Corinthians 9:8. God is able to make all grace abound to you. So that's what I'm interpreting as He makes you lie down in green pastures. He's going to make it abound to you, so that having all sufficiency in all things at all times, you may abound in every good work. If you want to abound in every good work, first of all, and let me put it this way, if you want sufficiency in all things at all times, all sufficiency, he said it all 3 times, all sufficiency, all things at all times, you need to be doing good works, because that's when he does it. If you are working for him, if you're doing what he's called you to do, if you're doing something for God, you are going to have all sufficiency in all things at all times, because you are working for him, and he's a good employer. He is going to give you those things. He's going to make you lie down in green pastures. Psalm 34:10 says, the young lions suffer want and hunger, but those who seek the Lord lack no good thing. Even if you feel like, well, I don't have it right this minute. Yeah, just keep waiting. If you are doing his work and you belong to him, he's your father, you're going to lack no good thing. Romans 8:28. And we know that for those who love God, all things work together for good, for those who are called according to his purpose. I think a lot of times we just pull out a little center part and say everything's working for good, everything's working for good. That's not all this says. First of all, you got to be somebody that loves God. It says for those who love God, not everybody. Do you love God? Do you belong to God? Are you doing, how do you know if you love God? There's a verse in the Bible that says, if you obey my word, then I know that you are my friend. That I know that you love me if you obey my word, if you are doing what he said. First of all, you have to be somebody who loves God. Second of all, you have to be the called according to his purpose. If you are in existence, he has a call for you. He's calling you, but are you answering the call? That's the thing. If you are the called and you are answering the call according to his purpose, and you love God, then all things work together for good. And it might not feel good. It might not seem good. It might not look good. You might think, I see no good here. I mean, there are times in our lives where we don't see good, we don't feel good, we don't have good. But if you love him and are working according to his purpose, the good is coming. It's going to work together. It doesn't say every little thing in there is going to be good or seem like it's good, but it's working together, and it's going to end up good. So I'm going to sing this song. This is a relatively new song. This has sort of been my theme song lately, where I'm singing it. And it has a line in it that says, you alone are my greatest hope. I trust you on the broken road. This song is called For the Good. You alone are my greatest hope. I trust you on the broken road. I feel like I've been on a broken road most of my life, but I still trust him. I was on my way to work the other day and this song was playing, and I sometimes like to try to figure things out in my head. That's like one of my biggest downfalls, try to figure things out in my head. Where's this going? What's this doing? particularly where it comes to the stuff that I'm doing now on this new Toxic Abuse Anonymous app. Lord, where are you going with this? Where are you taking me with this? Where will this happen? Will that happen? Will this not happen? Will that not happen? Will this go? Will that go? What will happen here? And I was just like, I'm trying to figure it out. I can't do it. And this song started playing. And when it got to that line, and I was singing along at the top of my lungs in the car. Yeah, I was. Because I do that on the way to work. And it said, you alone are my greatest hope. I trust you on the broken road. And I just raised my hand in the car. I don't know if you ever raise your hand in the car singing. It's okay. It's okay if you do, actually. I just raised my hand and started saying, God, I trust you. God, I trust you. God, I trust you. God, I trust you. I'm on a broken road. I've been on a broken road. I've been living on a broken road. God, I trust you. God, I trust you. I don't know where this is going to go. I don't know where that's going to go. I don't know what's going to happen with this. I don't know what's going to happen with that. I don't know exactly what you're doing with my life. I don't know who's going to be in it, who's not going to be in it, where it's going to lead. And I just started saying, God, I trust you. God, I trust you. God, I trust you. God, I trust you. I was crying by the time I got to work. I'm like, this song needs to end soon so I can go into work. God, I trust you. You are leading me on this broken road. And you know where it's going, you know where it's ending, and you know what you have for my life in it, and who you have and who you don't have, and where you have and where you don't have, and the direction it's going to go and the direction it's not going to go. Lord, I trust you. It can be so hard to do because when you're on a broken road, you think, God, I'm trusting you, but I don't like this. I don't like where I'm at. I don't like where it's been. I don't like what's back there. I don't like where I went through. I didn't like that at all. Why'd you make me go through that? You got to get to the place where you say, God, I trust you. Somewhere this road's going. It's going somewhere good. And I would not get there if I wasn't on this road. That's the whole thing we don't understand about a broken road or a hard time we go through in life. There's a destination and you're not going to get there if you're not on that road. Because for some reason, that's the only road that goes where he's trying to lead you. It could be a hard road and a rough road, but it's the only road there. And by the time you get there, you're going to be such an amazingly different, strong person. You're going to say, that's why I had to walk that hard road, because it made me into a stronger person. That I couldn't have handled this where I'm at unless I walked down that road. I don't think I could handle the Toxic Abuse Anonymous, the level of despair in people that are there. But who's going to help them? Who's going to reach them? Who's going to uplift them? Who's going to do it? They can't do it. They can't do it. Who's going to do it? Somebody has to do it. God loves all those people. His heart is broken just as much as theirs is broken, but who's going to tell them? Who's going to reach them? Who's going to help them? It's got to be somebody who's been down that road, who has become so strong from walking down a broken road that they can hold out their hand, and I'm not the help, but they can hold out their hand and say, let me help you to the help. Let me give you my hand and pull you up here. And look who's here for you. God's here for you because he pulled me up here. You know, it's some of the things that happen on this app, or they blow my mind. A couple of days ago, there was a woman on there, but she was new. She was wearing a shirt that talked about God, and she was herself was talking about God. So I feel like she was a Christian, or at least had some knowledge or feelings in relation to God. And she was talking a little bit about what she was going through. And this app is for people who've been through toxic relationships and are now trying to recover. And it could leave you in something called a trauma bond. It leaves you, it's almost like post-traumatic stress. It leaves you in a broken condition even after the relationship is over. And it's hard to heal from it because it keeps you're in a bondage. You're like a level of bondage. And in this app, there's even a 10-step program that can help you out of that. But there's so much more than just following a program to get out of something. God will pull you out, but you've got to get to a place where you are able to accept his help. And there was this woman on there that it was her birthday. And usually the founder of this app plays the piano and sings happy birthday to people when it's their birthday. He wasn't there at the time. He came a few minutes later. He's a few minutes short, but he wasn't there at the moment. And the other people on the app kind of know me a little bit now. They're like, Luann, you sing her happy birthday, because they know I can sing. And I'm like, okay. So I sang happy birthday to her. And then everybody was telling her happy birthday. And then she talked a little bit and she came back at the end and she said, I don't understand this. And she was talking to me. First of all, she said, thank you for singing happy birthday to me. That made my day. And then she said, I just don't understand this. But she said, I'm sitting here because we were on a Zoom call. So on the Zoom call, you see a whole bunch of pictures, like how you're seeing me right now. There's a bunch of people that you would see them and they're all talking to each other, just like I'm talking to you, only you could talk back. It would be like if I brought you on this video, you would have a picture of you up there and a picture of me. And it's not a picture, it's a video. And you see my mouth moving and I would see your mouth moving. And we would sit there and actually talk to each other like this. And this is what we were on, is called a Zoom call. And there was several people on here and everybody's watching and everybody's listening. And she said to me, I don't understand what this means, but I'm just focusing on your little square that you're in. I'm looking at your picture. It wasn't a picture, it was a video. I'm looking at you on the video. She said, I don't understand it, but for some reason, just looking at you is calming me. And I just can't explain to you how that floored me, because I'm like, I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't. The video's freezing. Oh no. Oh dear. I don't know how to fix that. I wonder if if my Wi-Fi's working. It says it's connected. Oh dear. And I had no sound yesterday. I was going to try to finish. But she said to me, I'm just looking at you is calming me. And I thought, I'm not doing anything. I wasn't doing anything. I was just sitting there. And I think God is allowing these people on this app to see him in me is what's happening. She said, I'm just looking at you is calming me. And I'm like, God, she's seeing you, because I'm not doing anything. I'm just sitting there. And it must have been my countenance. It must have been the anointing God has put on me. It must have been the spirit he has put in me. That's what she was seeing. And I'm like, God, you are helping people by just my presence. I don't even have to say anything. I don't even hardly say anything to this woman except I sang happy birthday to her. And it's calming them. And I actually was on another Zoom call with some different people last night, ones that I know a little better. And I was telling them this woman had said that to me. And they spoke up and said, oh, no, we do. We know what she's talking about. One of the women said, I look for you. When you are on, I know everything's okay. Everything's okay because there you are. You are so calm. You are so peaceful. I just look at you and I feel calmed. And I'm like, I've never had anybody say this to me. And I'm not doing anything, which is what really amazes me, because I know it's not me. What they're seeing is the anointing of God in me that they've probably never seen before. And they're just looking for me to show up on the video because then they feel at peace. Do you know how astounding that is? So I'm going to try to sing this song. I don't know how well it's going to go with the videos. The video's freezing, but I'm going to try. It's a newer song called For the Good. Who can bend my burdens and make them beautiful? Who can bring healing to the hurt I hold? Who else could part the waters when I'm needing a way? Though I'm walking through the valley, I believe when you say, for the good, you work all things together. For the good, your promise stands forever. You alone are my greatest hope. I trust you on the broken road. You work all things together as only you could. For the good. Lord, your ways are higher. You know your plans for me. You give purpose and a future, even when I can't see. So when I pray through every heartache, I will cling to this faith. Though I'm walking through the valley, I believe when you say, I believe when you say, for the good, you work all things together. For the good, your promise stands forever. You alone are my greatest hope. I trust you on the broken road. You work all things together as only you could. For the good. I believe. For the good, you work all things together. For the good, your promise stands forever. You alone are my greatest hope. I trust you on the broken road. Work all things together as only you could. For the good, you alone are my greatest hope. I trust you on the broken road. You work all things together as only you could. For the good. It's such a great song. Oh, I have a gentle. Oh, thank you. I'm finding people like, and it's just amazing to me that they're picking it up on video, on a Zoom call, and that God is using me in ways that I don't know. That I don't think I'm just sitting here. I'm just sitting here listening to people. And apparently not. Apparently God's doing a lot more than I know. So here is John 10:10. The thief comes only to steal, kill, and destroy. So if you have something in your life that has been killed, stolen, or destroyed, it was the thief. But do not fear. God will work all that to good. Jesus said, I have come that they might have life, have it abundantly. Even if things have been stolen, killed, and destroyed, he's come to give you life and abundantly. And finally, one more verse, Hebrews 4:16. Here's my little cat. She wants to play the piano. You want to play the piano? She does. One final song before we go. Godiva, the concert pianist. She's over there rubbing her face on the music. Let us then with confidence draw near to the throne of grace, that we may receive mercy and find grace to help in time of need. Why is he giving you mercy and grace? Help in time of need. Help yourself in time of need and help others in time of need. He's giving me mercy and grace, so I am going with confidence to the throne. God, I'm going to the app today. Give me some more mercy. Give me some more grace. Bless some more people. Reach more people. Let them see you. So I'm going to go ahead and go. Thank you for watching. Till next week, let God give you your green pasture, your place of dwelling where you have all the things you need, your sustenance. Have a good day. Till next week. Goodbye.